I'm dealing with the inventory side of the business. We have a dashboard which collates all the data relevant for looking after your inventory. As you can see on the left, you have your to-do lists and also your alerts about certain stock levels, what items need to be replenished. You have quick links, so you can create a stock count, assembly order, a warehouse transfer if you have multiple warehouses, and also you can process the flow of those. Reports are important. I'll be showing you a lot of these. I'll also show you how the inventory tab up here works with all the different functions within that as well. So without further ado, I will show you that. If I show you the warehouse transfers, we can have an overview of what has happened. This is a fresh demonstration environment, so if you were to take out a subscription, this is something that you would see. Basically outlines the transfer number, the item description, where it came from and where it went to. So you have a nice traceability of where your stock is around the country, around the world. You can have different filters as well. So the entry date could be different, transfer status, from which warehouse to whichever other warehouse, so you can keep track of that. Great. Now within the analysis and results page, we have something called stock positions and stock value. I'm going to go to stock positions. What this does is it brings up your entire inventory, and what it takes into account is your planned in your sales orders and your purchase orders. So here you can see planned in column, which is the stock which you're anticipating to bring in, and also planned out. These are your sales orders. And what we have are two columns, in stock and projected stock. You can see here a column called reorder point. Basically, when you set up an item with an exact, you can specify how much of that product you want as a maximum. And also the reorder point is when you go below that level, this will trigger certain mechanisms within the exact online, and I'll show you how that works. So with these reorder points in mind, I'm going to highlight every item, and you can do this one by one if you wish, but every item in my warehouse, and I'm going to create a purchase order advice. Now, with those reorder points, what has happened is it has taken the supplier, the amount that it's maximum stock level, and also the reorder point. These are all items in my warehouse which are below the reorder point level, and when it was set up, we get it from a certain supplier, and it will place orders, generate purchase orders to bring that up to the maximum order, well, the maximum stock levels. Here you can specify the lowest purchase price or by the shortest lead time, according to which supplier you want to assign it, and also the reorder point to compare with. So it can either be in stock or the projected stock. I'm not going to create the purchase orders, but this will generate them all automatically. If I close this, these are affected in real time. So when you generate a new sales order, it'll be reflected here. When you deliver stock, it will take it away. And yeah, it gives you a good understanding of what is going on in your warehouse. Again, with the analysis and results, we can do stock values. Here, if you change the cost price of your item, you can do a stock revaluation, and you can even have a reference date to a period of time in the past, and you can refresh that, and it will then show you what your stock was valued at. All those items were valued at that time. Stock counts, very useful. Items, you can have an overview of your items. Cost price, sales price. Items as well, transactions. Nothing there at the moment. And also we have any cost price changes you want to go through, or have a look at the item prices. And this will give you a good overview of what's going on with your items